my name is Barbara Harrington. Today's date is March 11th, 2018, and this is the week 1 of General Microbiology Lab, and we're just going over how we're going to prepare for our future labs. So first off, I chose my sites of where I'm going to be doing my experiment. It's in the kitchen. Before I perform my experiment, I'm going to clean my area with isopropyl alcohol or make a 10% bleach solution. I'm also right by running water, which is good and sanitary. I also have access to the stove if needed, which I did need this week when I was boiling my agar solutions for my agar plates. And also trash can readily available after I clean up my area appropriately. For this week, we also wanted to talk about planning for our future weeks for our labs, because there's a lot of labs. And next week, for an example, there's 2 labs, and one of the labs, the aseptic technique and culturing, has about a 5-day total average time. So I actually started my experiment for these 2 labs today. So as you can see on the calendar here, we had to make a calendar and make sure we include the incubation days when we would observe our reports and when we should start our labs for the future weeks. So like I said, since the lab next week has 2 of them and one of them has 5 days, even though it's not Monday yet, I'm still starting working on that lab, getting all my agar plates and cultures set up because of the incubation times. And then if you'll follow me, I'll show you where I picked my incubation site. I originally was going to do the laundry room cabinet, but then I figured that it's going to be something that can be tampered with easily because it's going to be open and closed all the time. For our incubation sites, we want it to be above 20 degrees Celsius. We don't want any air to be coming into the site because that can also slow down the growth process, and away from direct light. So, and of course, children and pets. So again, our sites were above 20 degrees Celsius, no light exposure and no air exposure, because this would slow down our incubation process. As you can see, I chose here, like I said, I already kind of started for next week's lab, so some of my stuff is already incubating right now. And then I just checked on the thermometer to make sure it was above 20, and here it's at 23 degrees Celsius. That pretty much wraps it up for this week. Tune in for next week, and had a lot of fun.